owned by Texas Eastern and that it has been shut off. So there's still some residual gas in that pipeline, so you will continue to see firefighters there at the scene making sure that it's secure. DEP gives us a lot of information about the evacuation, so there's that quarter mile. Also, the DEP tells us that they believe there is at least one person injured. They're working to find out exactly how many people, whether there are more people. But again, there's residual gas in the pipeline. John Poyser from the DEP says that is not serious at this point.
Well, you know what? He's joining us live on the phone right now. So, John, thank you so much. First of all, how serious of a situation is this? Can you tell us?
Well, anytime there's an explosion involving a gas well, we believe it's serious. In this particular case, it was reported to us about 8:30 that there was an incident at this site owned by Texas Eastern, and that one person was injured, burned. That person has been taken to a Pittsburgh hospital. I don't have any word on that person's condition. Texas Eastern sent personnel down to the site, and they were able to shut off gas, and so the situation is under control at this point, and we will have probably a fire continuing at that site as it burns off the residual gas in the line, and that will continue for the next several hours.
John, do you know the person injured, if that was an employee of Texas Eastern or someone who lived or worked nearby?
At this point, we don't have any information on the employee. We are sending people, or have people actually at the scene right now from DEP, who will begin an investigation. We'll determine hopefully how this began, how this started, and we'll begin to collect information on what happened and how this person was burned and who they work for.
John, any idea what could have started this?
Again, we don't know, and probably won't know until we are into our investigation. There are any number of problems that could occur, but at this point, I wouldn't want to speculate as to what happened.
And John, there are so many people talking about the intensity of the flames, just the massive explosion. Kind of explain how important it was that these flames are finally out, and your reaction when you first saw the video.
Well, obviously, as we say, anytime you have an explosion like this, you're dealing with gas, and the flames are very intense, and there is an explosion that would trigger it. When you have a situation at a site like this, you have gas feeding the flames, so it's going to continue. Fortunately, the personnel from Texas Eastern were able to shut off the gas, and that immediately brings the danger down. But nonetheless, we are going to maintain a quarter-mile evacuation zone around the site as a precaution while this residual gas burns off.
John, mentioning that quarter-mile evacuation zone, do you have information that maybe we should give to our viewers? Are these people being evacuated to a particular place? Maybe if family members want to know where they are, or is there a place set up for them? Is that something that you know and that you can pass along to our viewers?
I don't have that information at this point. That is being handled locally by the local fire department. I can tell you, though, that the state fire marshal is on the scene and also will be conducting an investigation.
Can you tell us anything, John, about Texas Eastern? I know there are various gas drilling companies in the area, but what do you know specifically about Texas Eastern?
Well, Texas Eastern owns gas wells. They also own pipelines in the area. They are a major gas transport company, and but at this point they do have people on the scene, and they are, I'm sure, going to conduct their own internal investigation.
John, thank you so much for the update. As soon as you hear the condition